What do we have here? We have a special treat. This is the Chris Reeve, and who else collaborated with him on this one? It's not just Chris Reeve, it's Bill Harsey. Bill Harsey. Harsey? See, I don't know if it's Harsey or Harsey. I think it's Harsey. I could be wrong, though. I don't know. It is the Chris Reeve and Bill Harsey Colab Pacific. They have another one. Well, you know what? I'm not sure if Bill Harsey is in on the other one, but it's called the Green Beret, and it's, you know, very similar. It has like a little more of a finger groove cut in here, and I think this jimping is missing on that one. The sheath is pretty rad, kind of old school, but very neat. Oh, it says right there, Chris Reeve, something made in USA. Got a dang phone number on there. That's pretty cool. You can give them a call and see if you can get one of these. Yeah, they're not usually available. They're kind of rare, hard to find. This one is on loan from the usual place, the Iowa Museum of Knives. Look at those serrations. They are very cool. You know, most serrations, like, you know, they definitely feel sharp. They're pointy, but these feel sharp. So they're serrated and like razor sharp. Kind of a Bowie clip point type blade. See, I wonder, I didn't read too much about it. I just, you know, grabbed it and brought it to the studio, and I wonder if it was kind of like, they call it the Pacific because it's kind of inspired by maybe the military knives that were used in the Pacific campaign in World War II, like the K-bar, because it kind of has that K-bar look to it a little bit. But I don't know that for sure. These jimpings are very, very grabby. They're big and grabby. This thing, and the micarta on it. It's a very rough, I think it's a denim, but I'm not sure. Micarta, very textured. Let's see if we can see some of that texture. Pretty thick too. It could be actually be a hair thinner in the hand, especially if you had to use it with gloves. It would feel a bit fat. Yeah, you can kind of see that texture right there, especially. Almost like little, what would you say, little diamonds on the surface. Very grabby. Made in Idaho, of course. Idaho made. Okay, you got your Chris Reeve logo and your Harsey logo right there. I think the steel is S35vn, so, you know, very high-end steel, and a very thick chunk of it too. I think it's just a hair shy of a 1/4 inch, so it's a little bit less than a 1/4 inch, like what's 0.25 is 1/4 inch, so it's like 0.22, 0.23, something like that of an inch. I thought it was a flat grind, but then I just reading the specs on it, it said hollow grind, so it's kind of, it's a hollow grind, but it's one of those hollow grinds that, you know, you kind of have to take a second look at before you notice it's a hollow grind. It's you know, a shallow hollow grind. Definitely not thin behind the edge. Pretty stout right there at the edge. A very strong edge. But I mean, I'm sure it can slice just fine in hollow grind, and having a fairly laid back edge too. And I'm not sure if the owner laid back the edge some more, or if that's the standard edge, but pretty acute edge on it, I think. Scales are removable with Allen wrench, Allen head bolts, so you could put a different pair on there if you wanted to use it. This one I don't think has ever been used. I think it is more of a showpiece. The original lanyard that comes with it. The palm swell is very well done, so, you know, for me it fits just about perfect, but a hair on the toward the larger side. So if you had smaller hands, you know, if you wear a size medium glove, say, it would feel pretty fat in your hand, I think. That's just my my take on it. Big giant forward choil for maybe scraping stuff, you know, making feather sticks, you know, outdoorsy activities. But I mean, as a, you know, a military tactical fighting knife, it's pretty brilliant. I mean, if you know, you want to stab something with that, you could put all your weight into it and deliver a pretty devastating stab. That finger guard right there is just big enough to where you're not sliding up that knife at all. And then these jimpings back there, and the fact that it runs out like that, your hand is locked in there for sure, along with the palm swell and just the grippy nature of these scales. Pretty terrific knife. A little out of my price range, but I would love to have, you know, something pretty darn close to it that was maybe, you know, in the $100 range or something. So I'm definitely going to start looking around to find something like that, because it is pretty amazing. Well, I make knives too, so maybe I just kind of make a copy. Is that kind of low-handed, underhanded, making a copy? I wouldn't make an exact copy. And, you know, it's not like this is a groundbreaking knife design. It's not like some, whoa, look at these totally new features. You know, serrations and a palm swell and a finger groove. All these features have been on knives before. But very few knives, in my opinion, have it this well done. All these features put together to where they all flow into each other, and it just looks really, really nice. So that's, you know, that's my quick take on this pretty awesome knife. Chris Reeve, oh, not just Chris Reeve, Chris Reeve and Bill Harsey, Pacific. Pretty awesome deal. Have a nice day.